Hi, 皆さん、こんにちは。私のチャンネルへようこそ。Today we have a very important guest, Silvie.
I'm Silvie and I'm from California. I've been living in Japan for 4 years now and I'm a personal trainer.
Lovely, thank you. Today she's going to talk a little bit about her life in Japan, as well as giving some, personal experiences about Japan versus the US. So Silvie, thank you so much for joining me today. You've been here for 4 years. What was the reason that you decided to come to Japan?
People ask me this question all the time and I always answer it in different ways because there's more than one reason why I came. Like, I feel people come here for like thousands of reasons that it just it adds up and then you just decide to come. So I guess from like a really young age I was really into like Japanese animation.
Okay.
And I felt like there's closeness between Japan and America because I'm from California and there's so many Japanese people who live there.
Okay.
There's like a Japanese community and there's like history. So I've always felt closeness with Japanese people.
Wow, okay.
And I came here on a school trip.
Okay.
And I think after I came here and I realized like I really want to live here.
Wow. How long did you come on your school trip?
I mean, my school trip lasted 2 weeks, but I stayed. I stayed another couple of weeks after that.
Wow, by yourself?
By myself.
Wow, brave. When you came to Japan, what was it that you saw that made you think, the cog in your head go, maybe I could live here?
Well, I think I was already trying to go in that direction because I was thinking I want to study abroad, so I'm going to go to Japan first to see how it is, and then I'm going to study here, and then I'm going to live here.
Wow.
So I just had like a checklist of things that I wanted, and I felt Japan had those things.
Yeah. It's interesting though, because at least in my country, I think Japan is a very different place to the UK, and so many people in the UK kind of have hearts in their eyes for Japan because it's so unique and so different from my culture, but yet so tempting, in so many ways. The anime is so different, I guess, to Western cartoons, but it's so, I don't know, mesmerizing in a way. You think?
Yeah.
Do you speak Japanese?
Do I speak Japanese? Yeah, I do, but it's not great.
How did you study?
I studied in America first.
Okay.
I studied 4 years in America, and I came here and I studied 2 more years. And right now I should be studying, but I'm not.
You're making
currently.
YouTube videos instead.
Yeah. I guess self-study. I don't go to school anymore. Because I post on Instagram and everything that I post is in Japanese, so I'm constantly reading messages and writing messages in Japanese. The only thing that I'm lacking is speaking ability.
I see, okay. What is something that you really like about everyday life in Japan that you didn't really have in California?
I think doing everything on my own.
Okay.
Everything is kind of automatic. I mean, in California, I felt like it's much easier. Washing clothes is much easier. You just put it, you leave it there, it's done. In Japan, you have to put it in the washing machine, take it out, kind of fold it a little bit and have it hanging outside.
Okay.
I've never done that before.
Right.
So at first I felt like this is such a hassle. And also when I had tatami on the floor, I had to every day roll up the futon and once a week put it outside so it doesn't get mold.
Yeah.
Especially mold. There's no mold in California.
It is quite humid in the summertime, isn't it?
So yeah. So I felt like I became more responsible as an adult living here, and I don't think I would have got that experience in California because everything is so automatic. If I don't want to clean my house, I can just call a maid. There's a maid service on your phone, Uber, and it's super cheap.
Okay.
So anyone can afford it. Things like that, it's not, I guess, accessible in Japan. Everything you have to do by yourself, and also driving. In California, you have to drive everywhere.
Right.
And here you have to walk, you have to take the train. There's like steps.
I see. Yes, I see.
So everything feels a little bit more like it takes effort to do.
I see.
But it's not a bad thing. It makes you feel more like an adult.
Yeah, like I can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Right, okay, that's really interesting that you feel like you've kind of grown up a bit more in Japan. Has there been anything that you have struggled with living here?
Struggled with? Just the language barrier. I think I tend to be like understanding. Like I try to understand other people's perspective. So I don't really take things personally. Like if something happens that is not like a great experience, I try to like not take it like in a negative way. Like it's like a learning experience. So I feel like having like such a different culture of people, I guess it's a struggle, but it's not also a struggle. It's hard to explain.
I think I understand, like, it's different and it's maybe like not automatically what you're used to, but then you're kind of growing from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. I think for both of us, there must be a part of us that's like, maybe it's difficult, but through the challenge we grow, and we know that, so.
Yeah. I had one experience like a really long time ago when I was a teenager. Like I remember I did something with the chopsticks and it was like really like, you know that thing where you're not supposed to like stick it?
Okay, yeah.
I didn't stick it directly. It was kind of just like hanging on the side.
Okay.
And I got scolded by a Japanese person, and I just apologized because I didn't know. And I learned that you shouldn't do that, but I didn't take it offensive. Like I didn't get upset about it.
Yeah.
And I feel like people, especially teenagers, when they get criticized for something that they do, they get really defensive.
Yeah.
And they feel like a victim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was in Japan that you did that?
Oh, no. It was in America.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you learned in America how to behave in Japan?
I guess,
kind of thing.
a little, yeah.
Wow.
Like I've never walked in my apartment with my shoes on.
Okay, right. So did you find it weird, like when your friends and stuff, like they'd wear shoes in their house, even in the US?
Did I think it was weird? I thought it was dirty.
Okay, wow. Yeah.
Especially if they have carpet. Yeah, how are you gonna keep your carpet clean if you're walking out with shoes? We didn't wear shoes in my house because our carpet was white. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Shoes stay well away.
Yeah.
Wow. So in your 4 years here, have you been back to the US?
Yeah, I went back before coronavirus. I guess like right before it happened, right before like the lockdown, I haven't left.
Right.
I haven't been able to leave. I mean, it's just a hassle, like coming back.
Yeah.
Like leaving is okay, but coming back is a hassle.
I see. Do you miss US at all?
I miss my friends and I miss my family, but I think things have gotten worse, like in society,
In America?
in California specifically. So I feel like I'm better off being here.
Like in terms of your feeling of connection, do you feel more connected to the US or Japan?
I think I identify as American, but it's not like a strong feeling because America is so mixed. Like there's so many different ethnicities and cultures that I don't know which exactly to like pinpoint and say that's me.
Yeah.
So I think if I were to get married and have a child in Japan, then I might identify as Japanese.
I see. Well, who knows what the future will hold. So you said that you're into the fitness world and you set up your own gym in Tokyo.
Well, me and my business partner, we're both working there, but I'm teaching like a new concept of training, which it's English teaching, because I used to be an English teacher.
Okay.
So English teaching plus gym exercise.
Wow.
So people would be able to use English while exercising.
I think that is such a great way to learn though. Like I'm currently looking for a cooking teacher in Japanese because I think when you're focusing on doing something and then like hearing and speaking the language, you're learning it like a child learns the language, you know? So I think that's an amazing idea.
I've done that too. I've taught cooking classes.
You taught?
Yeah, in English.
Oh, I see.
For people that were learning English.
Wow. Very interesting concept. And Mina-san, if you are interested in getting fit and learning English, please do check Silvie's link in the description box below. As a last question, I'd like to know, what do you think is the most important thing to staying healthy? Moving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just walking, like not just sitting down all day.
It's quite difficult though recently because, like, especially after Corona, people are working from home.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you can play games. Like there's like the Wii Fit game.
Okay,
You
yeah.
can still move, or you can dance in your apartment.
Love dancing in my room. Actually do. Good. Okay, lovely. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Please do check Silvie's YouTube channel.
I'm going to be interviewing her on my channel.
Yes, we will be featuring there. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching. Do leave your comments below. And until next time, Janet.